Ahead tonight, doctors sign a new agreement. Hundreds of physicians affected.
Police reservist pay delay. Ahead, what it could mean.
And cricket aims for a slew of sixes for the rest of the year. The Bahamas Tonight starts now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This portion of the news brought to you by BTC Every Day.
500 doctors in the public health care system injected with benefits. Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight. I'm Andrew Knowles.
I'm Kish Latterly. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. After 5 years of negotiations, the Public Hospitals Authority and the Doctors Union signed an industrial agreement which will impact some 499 doctors in public health. The deal will cost the government about $3 million each year, and according to Health Minister, the Honorable Dr. Perry Gomez, it will bring many long overdue benefits to those physicians.
The agreement that we will execute this morning, therefore, is comprehensive in scope and reflects the substance of conditions of work and benefits long overdue to our doctors, such as a group health insurance plan, salary, and other benefits.
The president of the Doctors Union, Dr. Sherilyn Bonamy, thanked both the government and Trade Union Congress for their support, while also highlighting why the group health insurance is of vital importance.
Doctors, we get sick too, right? Actually, we're exposed to communicable diseases all the time. We work hard and we sleep little. As a matter of fact, we're actually ranked amongst the highest unhealthy healthcare professionals out there. And so it is important for this group to know that we're being recognized. And this agreement is a tremendous step forward towards that.
Minister with responsibility for the National Insurance Board, the Honorable Shane Gibson, says costing exercises are taking place with regard to the planned full implementation of national health insurance in 2016. Minister Gibson was reluctant, however, to provide a specific date for the release of those figures.
We will release all that information at the appropriate time. I couldn't give you a specific date now, but at the appropriate time, once we know exactly what it is, so we don't have to come back and change figures every couple of months. It's an ongoing process. Once the process is implemented, we think the time is right to release information, then that information will be released.
Some reports show that police reservists, at least some of them, haven't been paid in months.
And the Police Staff Association executives say that should reservists not show up for work, it would mean bad news for ordinary police officers.
Now, Janae and Noel Ferguson discussed the matter today with executives.
Executives of the Police Staff Association taking issue with the reported late payment for police reservists. Although the association does not represent those officers, Deputy Chairman Sergeant Frankie Campbell told our news team that this voluntary post plays a critical role for the uniformed organization.
They were to withdraw their service as a result of not being satisfied with what it is they expect to get. Then there will be an additional burden on the regular officers, which could result in the only thing that we seem to resort to when there is a burden, 12-hour shift. And we all are aware of the controversy that has caused.
And association officials claim payment for overtime hours worked remains unresolved.
The Police Staff Association is resolute in our position that if we are asked to work additional times without any choice in the matter, we will seek compensation.
The late salary payment for reservists was brought to light by F&M Chairman Darren Cash, who in a press release Sunday stated that this signals that the Treasury is broke for reservists, but not for parliamentarians wanting a pay increase. Campbell maintains if parliamentarians do receive a pay increase, he anticipates a domino effect.
The Speaker or whoever is in charge could probably now have them review our salaries, and those issues with the reservists and the issues with the young officers who are still being paid as recruits, all those matters, gratuities, all those matters could fall within that gamut of financial and salary review.
This issue, however, is just the beginning of what Sergeant Campbell deems as a laundry list of matters that the association hopes to have resolved as they eagerly await the details of the budget communication by Minister of National Security, Dr. Bernard Nottage.
This whole euphoria that now exists within the force as it relates to promotions, we're hoping that he would speak to that. We believe that the exercise is it's just a show. We hope that matters as it relates to transporting our prisoners. But if they would stop and realize that those vehicles have no screens, no security screens. So we're hoping that the minister's contribution will speak to those situations.
Now, Deputy Chairman Campbell believes many of their issues have already been brought to the attention of the minister. And as for payment for reservists, officials at the Ministry of National Security told ZNS News Monday that payment can be expected soon. Janae Noel Ferguson, ZNS Network News.
The government is seeking to put in place, at least for the short to medium term, management and control of its airspace.
Aviation Minister, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, says that a formal meeting is scheduled to take place in Washington, D.C. in the next few weeks.
We have begun talks in earnest with the United States of America on the issue of the management of the Bahamas' airspace, the Flight Information Region, or what is called the FIR. This is an historic and significant initiative, I believe, in the interests of the Bahamian people. You will recall these talks center around the air traffic management of Bahamas' airspace and the fees collected for use of that airspace, which is currently collected, managed, and controlled by the United States FAA.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Lux Men's Warehouse.